I'm Dr. Lee Bell in Gracelawn Cemetery with not only a Flint story, but an American story. I have with me today Miss Tiffany Goodman, author and playwright. Tiffany.
Speak Up, Speak Out, A Mother's Cry Against Violence. The book is a piggyback from the play that I wrote. That's based on a true story of my son, Tiffany Goodman, that was murdered in the city of Saginaw 2 days after his 18th birthday. Tiffany was a 12th grader at Arthur Hill High School. He was an employee at Jet's Pizza, and he attended business classes at Saginaw Career Complex. On the day of his graduation, he was robbed of that day. He didn't make it to graduation because someone gunned him down. On that day, I had to march for him and receive his diploma, which is like so unfair because I didn't deserve that. I didn't go to school for 12 years and I didn't earn that. He did. So he was given an honorary diploma, and he had he worked so hard for a diploma, not to be honored, and it really, it bothers me. It's like, when it happened, it's like, who would do this? Who would gun him down for no reason? It's like, I even now it's still hard to wrap around my mind the fact that someone gunned my child down for no apparent reason. And after his murder, I just thought, I can't let it go unnoticed. I can't let this death be in vain. And then I began to think about all of the other mothers and families that's going through what, I didn't think that I would ever have to go through something like this. It's like now I walk in their shoes. So I just took a bad situation and turned it to something positive, something good. Because some stories doesn't have a happy ending. We're well aware of that. But in this case, even though I'll never see my son again, I feel that his life is not in vain, and I would take this message, speak up, speak out. In every play, I plan to write many more plays. Every play I write, that message will be in there, speak up, speak out. Because I really believe that when individuals begin to speak up and speak out and report the crimes and murders and, this unnecessary violence, that it would deter it in our communities. I'm not saying that it would cease altogether. We know that can't happen, but I think it'll minimize the violence and the unsolved murders if individuals begin to speak up. Often you hear people say, well, it wasn't my child, I'm not going to speak up, I don't care. Or people teach their kids from a very young age not to, you better not snitch. With minor stuff. So it's like you pour and instill this garbage into your kids because it's not snitching, it's called being responsible. So how can you teach a child from the age of 5 not to be responsible? I don't call it snitching, I call it being responsible. As citizens, we have a responsibility to speak up and report crimes and murders because you never know, one day it might be. So this book, Speak Up, Speak Out, A Mother's Cry Against Violence, it talks about my fight for justice. It encourages grieving mothers. It has some do's and don'ts for close friends and families on the do's and don'ts of how to support a grieving mother during her time of bereavement for her child. And it educates the community, again, the importance of speaking up. And then it ends with the powerful message of salvation.
A new play being directed and produced in Flint puts some very real-life issues on the stage. It's called Cry Out and centers around a family whose life has been drastically impacted by violence. We're focusing in now, and joining us is producer Tiffany Goodman and producer and director Corey Nolden. And thank you both for being here.
You're casting for the play Monday the 5th
through Thursday the 8th of August 2013.
Burston Fieldhouse is the place.
It is.
What characters are you looking for?
I'm looking for a mother, a father, 2 teenage children, a daughter and a son. I'm looking for the best friend of the mother and the best friend of her children. I'm looking for a detective, and I'm looking for a school social worker.
Well, the auditions will be held August 5th through 8th at Burston from 5:30 to 8:30, and we're looking for people 16 and over. There's only 9 characters in the play, actually. Okay, so we're looking for very serious people. We're looking for people that can sing well, that are dedicated, and that really want to be there because the production will be coming up pretty soon. We're also going to be looking for people that may do some backstage work. You know, I can train them so they can also work on that aspect of the play. But again, it's August 5th through the 8th at Burston Fieldhouse from 5:30 to 8:30.
Somewhere out there's a mother that's crying out for help with her children. And we have lost that communication and connection in communities. So I want this play to impact communities all over the world in such a way where now there's, you know how you hear, it takes a village to raise a child. I want that to be reinstilled into the communities. It takes a village to raise a child. I want single mothers to get help with raising their kids. You know, sometimes we get so busy in our day-to-day lives with what we're doing, and you know, oh, I'm gonna stay in my lane, that's not my business, that's not my place. But it is. We gotta reach down and help others up. And there's so many young men out here that's losing their lives, you know, and it's all senseless. But they belong to a mother that doesn't know what to do. They belong to a mother that's crying out for help, that can't get help.
Cry Out, the auditions coming Monday, August 5th through Thursday, August 8th at Burston Fieldhouse. What times?
5:30 to 8:30.
Talent in Flint, we're looking for you. It's time to cry out.
There's a lot of aspects of this play that's happening in Flint, but I just want people to come out and see it, though.
Okay. Well, thank you, Corey, and thank you, Tiffany. We appreciate you coming in and sharing with us, and we look forward to the production, which you say is coming up soon. Thank you both. Now, the production's coming up soon, but the auditions will be held first, and if you'd like to try out for Cry Out, the auditions are Monday, August 5th through the 8th from 5:30 until 8:30 in the evening at Burston Fieldhouse in Flint. It's located on North Saginaw Street. And if you'd like more information, email Tiffany at tiffany.goodman@yahoo.com. Terry?